Hi, my name's Matt McGarity. Elizabeth, my wife, and I had our first encounter or introduction with the Ronald McDonald House on July the 10th, 2009. It was a day that started off, a day that really changed our lives. That morning, our daughter, who was our fourth child, 18 months at the time, fell from a second floor loft in a beach house. We were on vacation in Florida, and we were getting ready to go to the beach, and our other children were wrapping up from breakfast and getting ready as well, and we heard a big thud and ran into the living room and found our 18-month-old daughter lying on the floor. She'd fallen about 9 or 10 feet. She was rushed to St. Petersburg, which was about an hour drive, but she was airlifted where she underwent emergency surgery. She had a massive skull fracture that lacerated a sagittal sinus artery, a main artery that in the brain. They nearly lost her twice in the OR. And here we are in a waiting room of a hospital, uncertain about our daughter's life. A chaplain from the hospital came by to minister to us during that time and mentioned something about Ronald McDonald House. And so that very night was the first time that we were introduced to the people of the Ronald McDonald House. And the love, the outpouring of love that was shown to Elizabeth and I during probably the darkest period of our life really brought a beam of light into our lives. And they welcomed us to a place that just in sort of a mysterious way, it felt like home away from home. And in some incredible way, our stay there just brought a undescribable peace to our lives in such a place of chaos. Our daughter, Libby Claire, is doing phenomenal. She has recovered almost 100%. We call her our little feisty one. She is incredible. She went through a series of surgeries. We were in St. Petersburg for 2 weeks. She was airlifted then to Levine Children's Hospital here in Charlotte, where we stayed another 2 weeks. And the doctors really weren't certain whether she would ever talk again, whether she would ever walk again. One morning, I reached down into the little bed crib that she was in and just kind of tickled her side, and she made eye contact with me, and I could see a smile breaking. And I leaned down and I said, "Libby Claire, what does a puppy dog say?" And she, in her little raspy voice that had been on a vent for a month, said, "Woof, woof." Over the course of that time, she began to walk, and that walking turned into running, and she is doing just everything that now a little 4-year-old would be doing. Nobody can experience such an ordeal in life without wanting to make a change, make an impact for others. And I remember making that commitment and talking to Elizabeth, and we both agreed when we get back to Charlotte, we're going to do whatever it takes to ensure that there's a Ronald McDonald House that's built in our city. But even once it's built, that we're going to volunteer, and we're going to see to it that our church, our youth groups, our small groups and life groups at our church, and people in our community are going to get involved. And we'll do whatever we can to support what we believe is a ministry of the Ronald McDonald House.